For all the scrutiny that Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli get, it's easy to sometimes forget that another player who's constantly scrutinized for, in my opinion, the wrong reasons is Harshit Rana. The young pacer or all-rounder, depending on how it is you see him, has been under scrutiny consistently since he made his debut. First off, because of course of the obvious KKR favoritism that came in, whereby Gambhir only handed him his debut after the retentions for 2025 were done. But also because there exists a feeling that he's only getting favoured because he can offer some batting and because Gambhir has worked with him at KKR prior to this. There might be some merit to some of those arguments, but so far, what Harshit has been doing is putting his head down and performing. His last two ODIs, he's produced some good spells and is showing that he's learning and improving as a bowler. And in fact, head batting coach Sitanshu Kotak actually went one step further after the India-South Africa ODI, the first ODI at Ranchi, and said that if it were not for Harshit's contributions to the ball, then India probably would not have been winning that ODI. Here's what exactly he had to say. He's saying that I think a lot of credit goes to Harshit for those early wickets. Otherwise, it would have been easy for them to score runs in such heavy dew. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to koto a line here, but I don't think he's wrong at all. Because without Harshit getting those first two wickets, both first Rickelton and then de Kock, assuming South Africa had gotten a decent opening stand, there's potentially no chance that they would have not chased down 350 given how heavy the dew was and how tough India found it to get wickets in the middle overs. So those early breakthroughs when India had reduced them to 11 for 3, not just Harshit, but even Arshdeep chipping in with a wicket, those overs were very, very important because it ensured that India got a foothold which they never really lost, even though at one point there was a threat that they possibly could have. And that, by the way, is exactly what Kotak is praising when he talks about that early movement that both Harshit and even Kuldeep, but particularly Harshit in this case, managed to exploit. He said that I think he was moving the ball well and he was hitting the right areas in the early innings. And again, it's hard to disagree with that because if you look at the dismissals, so someone like a Rickelton, the ball moved in, which is why he got clean bowled. For de Kock, Harshit managed to swing the ball away, which is what led to him outside edging it to the keeper. So there was some good play there overall. And he showed that he's learning how to swing the ball both ways in early conditions in white ball cricket, which is again very, very important a skill to have because you want to exploit that early movement. It will go away later. There'll be no movement and you'll then have to potentially rely on variations like cutters. Obviously, the criticism or the praise rather in this case that Rana got might not go down well in some quarters because again, even Kotak has been very vocal of his defense of Gambhir and therefore it will be seen as an extension of that. But I don't think factually is very wrong. If it weren't for those early wickets, then you may very well have been staring at a loss in the series opener in the ODIs because again, the margin of defeat wasn't very much. They needed 18 runs off the last over, which truth be told was very much possible. You get a couple of lusty blows, 2 sixes, and then you need 6 or 4. You could very well be doing that. In hindsight, if they'd gotten a good opening partnership, I think they could have cantered to it, which is why Harshit and Arshdeep getting those early wickets, very, very important. But that's my take, which just so happens to align with what Kotak said. What do you guys think? Let us know that in the comments below and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook and stay tuned for more such videos from the world of sport.